Hey everybody, Ben back here from Next Level Radio, bringing you another guest spotlight, joined as always by my co-host Adam Gorey. For a little bit of time now, we've been telling you about this great opportunity for an interview that we've gotten, and tonight we are not going to disappoint. We are going to be interviewing somebody from the movie Godzilla, and this is definitely a huge star from the film. So Adam, I know I've been looking forward to this one. I think you have too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. One of the largest stars of Hollywood.
And definitely in demand, especially for this movie. So let's not beat around the bush any longer. Speaking to us directly from Hong Kong, please welcome to Next Level Radio, the gigantic man himself, Godzilla. Godzilla, I gotta ask, before we go any further, is it Godzilla or Gojira?
Okay, so either one works then. That's what I kind of figured, but that movie back in '98 kind of made the line a little bit fuzzy.
I know you're calling from Hong Kong, but I gotta say that your phone line is incredibly clear. We can hear you extremely loud and clear.
Yeah, and very little delay, too. But so first I got to ask you, preparing for this movie, how has it differed from, movies you've done before? Just back on the onset of like 98 and even ones back into the 80s and 70s. Yeah, CGI has definitely been a big part of movies lately, and you can tell because the quality is just so much better now, and now that we can see you in high def, you look so much more realistic than you did back in the 70s.
Yeah, I agree with that. I back in the day, in the earlier Godzilla movies, back in the beginning of your career, it almost looked like you were wearing like a rubber costume. And,
yeah, it kind of just looked like somebody stomping around on like a miniature village or something like that.
Yeah, I guess it is true what they say that, the camera adds 100 pounds, especially in your case. Now, going back to, as Adam said, throughout the different, the films that you had done, going back to the 1998 film, or the film that you had done back in 1998, I know that wasn't as highly revered as some of your earlier works, and as highly anticipated as the current work that you're promoting now. I gotta ask, since it really wasn't, as I said, highly revered, what was your opinion of that version of your biography?
Well, do you think the fact that, off the top of my head, that's the only one I can think of where you weren't battling another monster as kind of, humans versus you, do you think that contributed to the negative media around it at all? Oh, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, it probably didn't help that you were by yourself in it and it was pretty much just you versus the city. But you have to admit that the cast that they got for that version, it was a pretty decent cast. Matthew Broderick is a great actor. He's still a great actor. Jean Reno, Hank Azaria's got to be funny. It had to be fun to work with those people. So, and now we're moving into the new iteration of the film that has a cast in it all in its own. Bryan Cranston as well as many, many others. Now, we don't want you to spoil anything for any of the people that are getting ready to go see it this weekend since the movie hasn't been released yet. But what can we expect, from this version of the film?
Yeah, just looking at the trailers, I see, it looks like at least a couple different types of monsters. Can you tell us or give us a hint about which ones make an appearance in the movie? Yeah, I thought you might say that, but I figured I'd give it a try.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try, and it's... I mean, besides, we're gonna be seeing it ourselves, so it's probably best that we don't get any spoilers ourselves. All right, well, we appreciate you spending a little time with us, but we know you got to get going. We're running short on time. We know you got some other promo to do since the movie, you got to hype the movie up a little bit more with some other people. But before we end our interviews, what we like to do is we like to end our interviews with what we call our rapid-fire questions. Basically, Adam's just going to shoot off a couple quick questions to you. Just answer with the first thing that comes to your head, and, you don't have to go into too much detail. Just make it simple.
All right, first one up. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Oh, you've never had ice cream. Wow, that's definitely something you got to try, but I guess it's kind of hard to find a cone big enough for your hands. Sorry, claws. All right, second question, and this one might be a little tough. I've asked it before on Rapid Fire, but for you it might be a little more difficult to think of somebody. If you could have any, if they made a movie about you that you were not starring in, who would you have play you?
Wow, Val Kilmer. I would have never thought of that.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe like the Incredible Hulk, but Val Kilmer, he was a good Batman. So actually, he was a terrible Batman.
He was a decent Batman. Yeah, I'm sure he could do a better job playing you, though.
He's no Clooney. Yeah, that's right. So third question here. All right, third one. Now this, just in the news recently, it was said that they're rebooting the original Power Rangers. So who was your favorite Power Ranger?
Yeah, that was probably a pretty obvious choice.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody likes the Green Ranger. I mean, I was a huge Green Ranger fan. Nobody ever liked Billy or Trini.
No, I was a White Ranger fan myself, but the Green Ranger was awesome.
He was green and then white.
Yeah, it was the same guy.
Yeah, everybody always liked green, red, or pink though, and then we all, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, I'm sure you're no different. We all love the Pink Ranger, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Now, final question here, okay? This is the last one, and then we'll let you get going because I know you got a busy schedule, okay? What's your favorite guilty pleasure music to listen to? One that, I mean, if you were cruising around, I mean, I guess you don't really drive, but if you were cruising around with, metaphorically speaking, with the windows down, blasting this music, and you rolled up to a stoplight and there's a bunch of people there, what music that you were just blasting would you turn down and roll your windows up because you're a little embarrassed? Oh, don't be embarrassed about Gangnam Style. I mean, that was a huge hit last year. I mean, a lot of people really like that song. And being, from Asia, I can kind of see that.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be a Nickelback fan. So, I mean,
yeah,
I'd take Gangnam Style over that any day.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right. Well, we know you got to get going. But before we go, can people find you anywhere on Twitter or on Facebook?
Yeah, I guess social media is a little beyond, your time, your old school style.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little before his time, so a little before your time. But again, we want to thank you for joining us tonight, Godzilla, and of course, we want to encourage everybody to head on out and check out your movie, Godzilla. It's going to be in theaters this coming Friday, and we hope it's a hit for you, man. So thanks a lot for joining us tonight.
No, man, I mean, it's really been our pleasure and a huge honor.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge honor. I mean, you go way back, so it was awesome that we actually had this opportunity to talk to you. Yeah, man. Best of luck to you, too. We'll let you go, but check us out, www.nextlevelradioonline.com, and we will see you down the line. Take care.